Hi guys, happy September. This video is brought to you by Hogwarts in honour of another term starting with us not there. Today, kind of following on from Sophie's video last week and Sarah's video yesterday, weirdly, I want to talk to you guys about charity, and not charity itself, but sort of the things people do to raise money for charity. Last week Rachel did the Ice Bucket Challenge and challenged all of us, and I haven't done it, not because I don't do those sorts of things, even particularly. I think it'd be kind of fun to do it, but I haven't had time, and I also don't have enough ice or a bucket that isn't completely manky and dirty and just used to store a mop in. But in theory, A-okay with the Ice Bucket Challenge. It's prompted me to start a direct debit to the Motor Neuron Disease Association and also to WaterAid, because someone on my Facebook did theirs in dedication of WaterAid, and also because of Matt Damon's video. So I think it's been really great in that sense. I think, like most nice, good people in the world, think that charity is really, really important and that we should all give what we can, when we can, to help others in need. There's been a lot of criticism of the Ice Bucket Challenge. I've seen a lot of people say, oh, it's just a PR stunt, it's just clever marketing, and yeah, duh, that's the point. Motor neuron disease is a disease that does not have enough funding. It's not one of the ones that's kind of thought of as a big one to chuckle your money at. It needed that PR, it needed that marketing, and it's helped. I think what's really interesting is the way that people are criticising the Ice Bucket Challenge for being just a phase, just a fad. There's a lot of criticism that people aren't taking the message on board and just doing it for a PR stunt if they're a celeb, or just to follow the craze if they're just, you know, plebs like us. And I don't think that's fair. I think a large majority of people who have undertaken the challenge have also donated, or people who have been challenged but haven't thrown a bucket of ice on their heads like Sarah or like me have donated, and that's shown donations have gone up so much, regardless of whether it's stupid and regardless of whether there are some stupid people who are just doing it for a craze. There will always be stupid people. That's not a reason to not do something good. What's really interesting to me is the way that the Ice Bucket Challenge is being criticised and the no makeup selfies were beforehand, and I'm sure all these crazes have been in the past, in ways that other more traditional ways of raising money for charities aren't. Sarah is running Marathon in Aid of Shelter, a really, really worthy organisation. I'm really proud of Sarah for raising the amount of money she has so far, and I really hope she reaches her target. I have faith that she will. And with Sarah running the Berlin Marathon will be hundreds of other people, thousands even, who are running for their own charities that are important to them, causes that may be close to their heart. And this will happen in marathons across the world, in sporting events across the world, triathlons, swimathons, all the thons. People will be sponsored for doing them, for achieving something personal. Now, I may say, why am I sponsoring Sarah for running a marathon? She wants to run a marathon. I would never want to run a marathon. There's something in her, as much as she's regretting it now, that wants to run a marathon. There was something in Sophie that wanted to run a marathon when you did, Sophie, and I sponsored you. And that's just considered a done thing. That's fine. You sponsor people to run marathons. You sponsor silences. That's ridiculous. The only thing I've ever done that was sponsored in my life, I think, is a sponsored silence. Although, Sarah, was our bleep test sponsored at one point, or am I making that up? That's as ridiculous as sponsoring someone to throw ice and water over their head. Gordon Ramsay runs a marathon. Why are we not going, oh, PR stunt? No, people are saying, good on him, you know, he's doing something good. Well done, Gordon. David Walliams swam the channel. It's ridiculous, but he raises a lot of money. And these things don't get the same criticism. I'm sure they do get criticised, but it's not at the same level. And on the David Walliams vein, things like Comic Relief and Sports Relief, they're all ridiculous. I love Comic Relief. I will watch Comic Relief, Children in Need, all these things. I'll sit in front of the TV for that evening and I will watch, and I will always make sure to donate, because I feel almost a fraud watching without donating, enjoying that show without giving something back. And those shows raise so much money, a ridiculous amount of money, and they are stupid. They're as stupid as the Ice Bucket Challenge. But I just find it so weird that people will criticise something that is ultimately helping so much. I think motor neuron disease, or ALS in the States, it needed the help. It needed the awareness. It needed something as dumb as people throwing ice over themselves for the word to be spread. And who are we to criticise that? We don't criticise it come Children in Need night. We don't criticise it come the London Marathon. If the outcome is giving money to charity and is helping others, then I'm all for it. I encourage you to sponsor Sarah. I encourage you to donate to Motor Neuron Disease Association, or even set up a direct debit, even better. I'm the biggest advocate of monthly donations to charities. If you donate £3, £4, the sort of money you will not notice going from your account every month, then you will make such a difference come a full year. So if you have just the littlest bit to spare, instead of that coffee at Starbucks, give £3 to charity that month. Every little helps, that really is the case, and I think things like the Ice Bucket Challenge show that. This thing has become ridiculous. Yes, it's ridiculous, but yes, some of those videos are hilarious, and look, we've all been prompted to donate to a charity that we hadn't considered before, and I'm glad that the Ice Bucket Challenge has led me to do that. And that's it from me this week, guys. I hope you appreciated the spot on my chin, and I will see you all next week. Bye!